What's going on YouTube? This is Mason AJ. Today I'm bringing you to a special guest. We might have already seen him in a previous episode we did featuring Hero Cats artist Marcus Williams himself, and he's here to pretty much tell you how to be a comic book artist. How you doing today?
I'm great, man. I'm good.
Oh man.
Always good.
Always good. Always good to have you on the show. Always good to meet someone who's out there in the comic book world doing what Aficionados do, supporting the craft. You gotta check this guy out. Look in the comments down below for your Facebook and DVR and everything else. But I'm never being. They know me. They know me already. But please tell the audience like who you are and like what is that you do in the illustration world.
Awesome. Marcus Williams is my name, like you said. I do illustration first. I've been an illustrator professionally probably since '99. And I think my first gig was doing pencil work for a Pop-Up Girls comic for Cartoon Network. That was like my first introduction to money for art. It was great. So then from there, I mean, it's logos, business cards. I hated that time. But it really just came to what I wanted to do in illustration, and that was comics and you know, just characters. I love characters, so I did portraits for 4 years, just straight portraits. And the thing that excites me most is really coming up with really cool characters and building a world around that. So that's what I'm still doing. I work on Hero Cats. This is we're published by Action Lab Comics. That is written by Kyle Putkammer. I do the pencils. We have an inker, and we have a colorist. We have flat. We got a whole team that does really great work with that. So I'm very fortunate to be working with a lot of talented people. But
let me ask you a question. For people out there who really want to get into the illustration world, whether, like you said, they want to do comic books or they want to do even anime or even just, you know, get into the graphic design world, what are some of like the tools and even tips as, you know, that you can give out to beginning artists, to amateur artists?
Just draw. If you're looking into the illustration, you can't be locked into any style. There is no such thing as my style. As an illustrator, you can have a style, but the purpose of an illustrator is to say, you know, you meet a client, you say, what do you want me to draw like? You know, oh, well, can you draw like, you know, Peanuts? You know, like Charlie Brown? I'm like, yeah, I can draw like Charlie Brown. You know? Can you draw anime? Can you draw comic? Can you draw realistic? And as an illustrator, you have to say, yeah, I can do all that. So what I did is I drew everything I saw. Every comic, we were just talking about it, but when Spawn came out, I drew literally everything. I was drawing in class, you know, very dark and dirty, gritty art, you know, yeah, you know, didn't matter what I was drawing. And Joe Mad, Jim Lee, all of the people that I respected as artists, those are the people I would draw like. And then I'd master to what I thought was really decent, and I'd draw like them, and then I'd switch.
What are the top 3 tools, you know, that someone can go out and they can purchase in the store? Like, okay, you know, this is the tools I need to like start my comic or illustration career. Right.
I mean, if you're talking about traditional art, it's the thing that a lot of artists get hung up on is what kind of pencil do I use? Or what kind of pencil did Jim Lee use? Or Joe Matt? That does not matter at all, man. You can use a straight up number 2 pencil. I use mechanical pencils just because I'm lazy and I don't like sharpening my pencils. But it's for me, that production helps to keep going. All I got to do is change lead and it's ready to go. But you know, don't get hung up on any specific. There is no right pencil. You use what you feel comfortable with, and you'll draw comfortably. Paper-wise, there is such a thing as bad paper to draw on. You know, don't go out there and get newsprint and expect everything to turn out good.
Well, we're going to bring to you a very special treat today. We're actually going to show Marcus Williams doing his thing live here in the studio. Well, not really live. We're going to speed run it because it's a whole elaborate process. But you actually get to see pretty much the beginning, middle, and end of how he draws. And hopefully, you know, after this, you too can be inspired to, you know, do what you do, support your, you know, really hone your craft. I would say we support the craft. You guys got to hone your craft. You got to get good at what you do so we can support you, more importantly. But let's go ahead and get started on that and just tune in and enjoy the show. there you have it. You got to see Marcus Williams himself do his thing. Comment down below. Let us know, what you think about this art. Let us know what your artistic process is. We definitely, as the Aficionados, want to support the craft. Definitely look for this guy. This guy is actually a legendary guy, and you got to see the work for yourself.
I'm working on it.
Once again, this is Mason AJ.
Marcus Williams.
Tune in next time.